Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to Bluegrass Home and Garden TV. I'm Amber Kanoy, and Stephanie Hubbard with Hubbard Mechanical is with us once again. We're going to give you kind of a rundown of a lot of really quick front door ideas using some dollar forms from some of those dollar places.
Yes.
And you can use cheap dollar ribbon like we have here, or you can use nicer ribbon. Same thing with the floral. So you can make this as cheap and easy as you want, or if you really, really want it to last and look really like sophisticated, you can go a little higher end.
Yeah.
So, but
and it's fast.
Yeah, but the forms are $1. So
yeah.
The first one are the candy canes. I will say, if you have extras of these left over, come Valentine's Day, you can always
put them together. It's a heart.
make a heart.
Cute.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
Love it.
So there's, get your mind going. There's all different ways you can do this. Okay, Stephanie.
Yes.
This is the one you actually shared with me. So
yes.
We just wrap it?
We just wrap it. Basically, you just start it and you wrap it. I think that a little bit of hot glue to like kind of hold it first, and then just wrap it around.
Maybe hot glue it in a few places and stuff.
In a few places, and then I think you just wrap it around. It's that easy.
Okay.
Super easy.
All right, so you're going with that slightly thinner ribbon.
Yep. It's a little bit thinner.
Okay.
Kind of a meshy kind of ribbon.
Yeah. And depending upon what
Zigzaggy.
type of ribbon you're using, you might have to wrap it over itself a couple different times. So how much light comes through it. But,
Very true.
Okay. So
Like go for it and just kind of see.
we'll find out.
Yeah, we're gonna totally find out.
Yeah, okay, so I've got the scrap ribbon bundle I bought from House by JSD last year, some leftover stuff, so that's what I'm gonna use, and you're doing a chevron.
Yeah, because, you know, it's kind of cute and it's a little bit festive for
I like it.
Christmas. Yeah.
I like it, I like it. All right, we'll keep wrapping, and we'll be right back.
Okay, kids, we're talking about ribbon and Christmas and oh my, and I call these loopettes, so I don't know if there's a technical name for these, but basically it's two beautiful ribbons that you combine, and a general rule of thumb is 42 inches is the magic number. Now you can make one 42 inches and make one 36, I don't care about that, but 42 if both of them is the same size, and I kind of make a little loop, and I tie it together with a pipe cleaner, fluff them up, cut our little corners, make that beautiful little V, and I'm gonna walk over to my tree, and I find the stem of the tree, and I wrap it into the tree pretty tight. I want to sit it pretty far back in there, kind of look like it's sitting on there. I pull the loops out, massage my ribbon, kind of give it a little flow to it. And if you make, I don't know, anywhere from 10 to 12 of these per tree, and it depends if you do the front or the back, but if you make several of those, tie them throughout the whole tree, it looks as if you have a massive amount of ribbon. And technically, I've always said if you buy one roll of each ribbon, I always feel like you have to do two ribbons. If you buy one of each, you really can do a 7.5 foot tree, not a huge tree, and there's not tons of it, but if you've got a tight budget, you really can buy 2 rolls of ribbon and create that look. But you've got any questions, just come to the store. It's housebyjsd.com or 1148 Industry Road.
Hey, I'm Brittany with Comfort Master Heating and Air, and I would like to share with you some tips on how to stay warm and safe this winter. Today I would like to talk about how you should check your smoke detectors and also carbon monoxide detectors. They are very important to keep your family safe, especially if you have gas appliances in your house. All right, firstly, get on a safe ladder. There's a test button that you can hit, and it lets you know if your smoke detector is active or not. And then you can pop it down, take it off, and there's where your battery lies. That's where you need to check it and change it. And then you pop that back in, plug back into the wiring harness, and screw it back up there. It is really important to know that these are hardwired into your house, but they use the batteries as backup safety, so make sure you're checking those at least once a year. And also, it is recommended to change them completely every 10 years. If you need any help, you can always give us a call.
Here at Hubbard Mechanical, when we say we only charge you for the services you need, we mean it. We've got the invoices to prove it. This customer was told that the repair was going to be $1,200 by a flat rate book. We were going to save them hundreds of dollars, but we ended up saving $900 because we found out that the parts were under warranty. This is just one example of how we save our customers money during their time of need. So next time you're in need, give us a call here at Hubbard Mechanical and see the difference yourself.
All right, so we've both wrapped them.
Yes.
I'm actually going to go back with a little bit of this white lace that I have and really make it kind of look like a candy cane. I kind of like the fact that I typically wouldn't put lace and this metallic glitter ribbon together, but I'm just having fun here.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
And then you're going to go ahead and work on kind of like sprucing yours up with picks and bows and things like that.
Yeah, I'm going to go super easy. I have a pick and some more ribbon, and I'm just going to tie the pick to it.
Oh, nice.
Make it real simple, you know?
Okay, I'm going to put that going on there. This could also be part of a larger front door piece, so you could add it to a grapevine wreath or a boxwood, and this could just be like your centerpiece.
Yeah.
So here we go. So I'm going on obviously a lot different here. And I'm actually going to take shorter pieces. I hate having to manipulate that whole big thing around. So just go in here. I'm kind of liking it.
Yeah. That is cute. I like that too.
So I'm going to go ahead and secure that back here because I'm going to have to go back in and cut another piece. Let that dry, let that dry. And then I'll just keep going. So we'll be back here in just a few. This is super easy.
So easy.
This is another one that you could totally let the kids, get involved with. Just
Or like,
and I'm all about loving on people, right? Like something that's handmade and just, that you took the time and effort to actually make them something. So great teacher gift, great grandparents gift, just anybody who just needs a little love.
great last minute, I need something now kind of type
because
thing
this one
too.
does
If
not
you
take
did.
long.
No, I mean literally like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
You have to
maybe.
work 'em all.
All right, you all stay tuned. We'll be back here in just a few. Well, we are back once again with Jimmy McKinney, the skinny of J&R Construction. I like saying that, can't you tell? Jimmy McKinney, the skinny.
Oh, I've put on about 10 pounds.
Oh, stop it. We're not even going to listen to that nonsense. All right, so if you were with us last time, we were talking about what happened to this project. Very just kind of just boxed rooms, and you opened it up.
Opened it all up, put some beams in, flush mount. Then we added this huge island. The whole family of 5 can sit around this island very comfortably. And even if you're entertaining to have people in, you've got a drawer microwave on the side. We're still, with appliances, there's some lead time issues, supply chain, so that the microwave still isn't in yet, but that's okay. But here on the sink used to be in the center of this window right here.
Okay.
And we opened this up, added another window, made it double, made this huge sink. I mean, that huge trough sink.
That is very nice.
And that's a great size and a great piece for that. And, added the range.
I love
and then did the separate hood here, the wood that's,
The backsplash is interesting to me because over here in this area you had more of that like herringbone look, and then here you actually have it going more vertical as opposed to horizontal. So that's a really nice, nice
kind of
design
draws your
surprise.
eye up and it kind of makes it look bigger. These are 8-foot ceilings, but you can do things like that to make it look like it's taller and more open in the space. So.
And we mentioned it last time, but you did refinish the floors, right? And you did some stuff with the vents to really make it just seamless.
We did. This was traditional, oak hardwood that was in the house in certain spots, and we added and patched in where the walls, and it doesn't look like the wall was ever there.
Right.
And that's the goal of when we do hardwood. Sometimes we have to remove a lot of hardwood to be able to do that. And then we added the vents that are flush mount vents that are hardwood that really, you don't trip over or kick or, that something gets dropped and is dented.
Or just are an eyesore.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that all the cabinets are all the same. We're so used to seeing people just do so many different colors of cabinets and everything. It's nice to see this, but you did go with 2 different types of countertops.
2 different types of countertops. That's a way to kind of draw that in to kind of separate the spaces, but make it all together. So.
All right. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to what happened here and want to dream about having that in their own space if they're a little bit, boxed in room by room.
Yeah.
How can they get a hold of you if they want to
Go
make that happen?
online. We also have a podcast that you can search. It's called Skinny on the Home, nickname off of my nickname, but also get the skinny on home improvement, remodeling, designing, building. Whether you're doing it yourself or having a friend or relative help, we just want
Great
to
ideas,
educate
yeah.
clients on that. Follow us on social media and give us a call at the office.
Hi, I'm Richard Weber from Springhouse Gardens. Did you know that getting your hands dirty is sometimes a good thing? Digging in the dirt has been proven to reduce stress and provide a sense of happiness and contentment. Come find your happy at Springhouse Gardens.
Comfort Master came in and helped me do an assessment because it's a geothermal unit. The value that they give us is really important, and you know, if that's $1 or $2 higher, I'm okay with that because I know the guys are safe, I know they're well educated. Just had a great experience with Comfort Master.
Thanks for keeping it here. So Stephanie has finished hers. Yours looks really, really good.
Thank you,
I was having a hard time, a little bit of dilemma on what color bow to make because I got white and all this glitter, and we're doing burlap.
Burlap's good. I like it.
I might not like it, I don't know, we'll see. So again, no judgment on my bow. I'm just gonna take my 2 little loops, cross them, pull them through. And you're actually starting on our next one using the
Yes, I
other
am.
form. So, and they have different sizes of these throughout the year. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you could do little small ones and actually put them together. That totally does not work. Forget, you just saw that. I messed up my bow trying to talk. It's just making loops. We'll pull that through, and I'm just going to attach this to the front, probably like some hot glue, and then I'll add berries and different things. But if I can't make this bow,
It's okay.
me and bows.
Join the No Bow Club.
The no bow club. I just have to keep
We
working
should
on it.
do
It'll eventually.
101 ways to not make a bow.
True.
Yeah,
I
I
pre-made
mean,
those. But yeah, so I'm just, yeah, I definitely like the contrast on here, for sure. I'll keep working
Yeah,
on that.
that's
And I'm not
pretty. I
even
like
gonna like secure that right now. But yeah, just polish that up. I got this at one of those dollar places. I even thought about maybe taking this whole thing off of this
Oh, yeah.
and using it underneath the bow so that the jingle bells are coming out from underneath the bow.
That'd be nice.
So.
As a door hole, you know, on
Yeah,
the door, it's
so you
nice.
know,
People come in.
know that
and
people are coming in.
It's festive.
Yeah.
The sound is festive.
So you're gonna keep wrapping that
Yes.
one.
Yep.
I've got another one coming your way here in just a few minutes. Stay tuned, but this is the same premise that
Yeah.
you did with that. Just takes a little bit more ribbon, right?
Yeah, just a little bit more. Not a ton more, but a little bit.
All right, stay tuned.
Okay, guys, this is, I call it the big giant flower arrangement, but there actually is, you can see, a Christmas tree under here. And this is, if you come into my shop, this is really a pretty classic feel of what you'll see, that it is very, very full. And the part of this is, I'll say that you can really have the ugliest, saddest Christmas tree in the world. And you buy enough stuff to cover it up, I'm happy, and I like the effect of it. So one of the things, if you were to come in and say, how do I achieve this? I would say, you have to buy this. This is a white pine pick. This is a larger version. There's one that's a little bit shorter, but if I kind of shape it and bend it, poke him back in the tree, starts to cover it up, right? And then this, I love this. This is cedar, and see how flowy that is? Again, layer it on top of the white pine, and you're doing a little collection, and see this is a little darker, a little lighter green, but really pretty textures. And of course, in the South, you got to have some magnolia. So magnolia gets layered on top of that. Basically, if you buy those 3 elements and you do that multiple times on any tree, you're good to go. So our theme really is more of a garden theme, and there's this beautiful apple green hydrangea. And you keep noticing, I keep layering on top of each other. All of that's together. And then, as I drop my berry, this beautiful flower. And I've got some different texture of boxwood. Poke him, and I'm going to put him back in there. And I'm going to get my red berry, because we definitely have to have red. Layer it in there. And you see it's all basically all together, and I just repeated that over and over and over. And then we'll put some ribbon on top of that. I'll use this beautiful ornament as my starting point, which is a little topiary. It's got all those colors in it. But you take the I call it the Holy Trinity, those 3 elements of cedar, white pine, and magnolia. You can do this. If you got any questions, just go to our website, and all this product is on our website, and it's housebyjsd.com.
I was the star around here until Glass Doctor installed this perfect shower enclosure. Now they look at me like, well, there you go.
Get a custom shower enclosure that almost everyone will love. Visit glassdoctor.com today.
Did you know that most gardeners are optimists? 9 out of 10 gardeners would tell you that their watering can is half full. Why else would a gardener plant a tree that they may never get to sit under? Come improve your outlook at Springhouse Gardens.
Okay, so another way, I was mentioning these come in various sizes. You also can get the foam versions. Yep. So I'm wrapping this in this burlap that you had, this burlap looking ribbon. It's not wired, just to give me a base and just to cover this. But I'm actually gonna go back with some of their dollar poinsettia groupings, different colors or whatever. And you could do an all gold, you could do an all white, depending on what your theme is. And then you could link them together if you wanted to. I'm only gonna do the one today to give you an idea, but yeah, so this is just super, super easy.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a ton of one kind of ribbon, this is a way to utilize smaller amounts of a couple different ribbons. So,
I agree.
But again, this does not have to be perfect because I'm gonna go back and cover this for the most part. And there have been pins where I've seen where they don't cover the entire thing on all of them. They might do it on one, or they might just do little groupings that kind of like tick-tock back and forth or whatever.
Oh,
so,
cute. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's just so many different ways that you can do this, and it's just so easy and affordable.
And it's a good way to use up stuff too. Really.
You hit the nail on the head.
It really is.
I saw something the other day that's like, I have two hobbies, crafting and buying crafting supplies because I have way too much.
My errands. I have to go run errands.
Her errands.
That's code word for I'm buying more craft stuff. Please.
Yeah, but I will probably never ever use it all. But I like to have a lot of it on hand in case I just get the inkling that somebody needs just a little love that day. So
I'll go whip them something really nice.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's absolutely right. And then get your kids involved. So the expectations are even lower on what it needs to look like. I did not say that out loud. I just said what I said, yeah.
You know,
I just totally said what I said.
Kids, I mean, everybody loves what kids make.
If the kiddos had a hand in it, you don't have to worry about it being judged.
No.
There's no judgment zone. All right, you all stay tuned. We'll be back here in just a few.
Hi, Richard Weber here at Springhouse Gardens. And there's a lot of questions these days about should you plant a pine tree or not. And when I'm talking about pines, most people are thinking of something like this one. This is a Kentucky native. It's native to the eastern United States. And this is one that's actually called Pinus strobus, or eastern white pine. And it's a very soft needle pine, kind of bluish gray in nature. But it's a very, very popular, or actually it was very popular back 50, 60, 70 years ago in the landscape trade here in central Kentucky, but you don't hear as many people talking about them these days, mainly because a lot of insects and diseases are having their way with the eastern white pine. So is it still advisable to plant a tree like this? And in my opinion, in the right location, it's still a fantastic tree to plant for your landscape. You do have to know some of the things about them though. They are susceptible to ice and snow damage. So that's one of the reasons some people just can't stand them, because they're looking at the trees that are 75 feet tall, that have been in the ground for 50 or 60 years, and they're looking at them and they're hearing these branches snap and crash upon their homes, their fences, their backyards, whenever we have a lot of snow and ice. So yes, that's true. Even though this tree is native to this part of the country, they didn't evolve and adapt to hold those heavy snow loads. So I don't quite understand why they can't do that. But if you get a branch that's sticking out 30, 40, 50 feet in some cases, and you get all this snow, it's inevitable that it's not going to be able to hold it up. So that is a problem further on down the road. But if you can plant these and you want something that's going to grow fast, you have to make sure that you're planting them in a sunny location with well-drained soil and not heavy clay. That's going to be a sure sign of decline on a white pine. So it's got to be well drained, full sun for the best results. So, you know, if you need a landscape tree for the next 20, 30, 40 years without much problem, you might consider a white pine again and plant them for future generations to hear the crashing branches when we have snow in 40 years. So anyway, if you have more questions, come and look at our beautiful pines. We have lots of other evergreens, trees, shrubs here at Springhouse Gardens, just 4 miles south of Man-O-War Boulevard off of Harrodsburg Road in Nicholasville. Hi, I'm Richard Weber from Springhouse Gardens. Did you know that getting your hands dirty is sometimes a good thing? Digging in the dirt has been proven to reduce stress and provide a sense of happiness and contentment. Come find your happy at Springhouse Gardens.
Comfort Master came in and helped me do an assessment because it's a geothermal unit. The value that they give us is really important, and you know, if that's $1 or $2 higher, I'm okay with that because I know the guys are safe, I know they're well educated. Just had a great experience with Comfort Master.
When your day calls for, but the weather calls for, we call for.
You're getting a 20-minute heads up.
A WKYT First Alert Weather Day. Your first alert to when weather needs to be on your mind first. On air, online, on your phone. So you always know first. First Alert Weather Days. Only from WKYT First Alert Weather.
We are almost out of time, so I have taken all dollar bunches of flowers, everything here, very, very on the cheap.
Yes.
I have covered all this. I've just added hot glue. You could always go back in and add more, shape it however you want. I'm actually going to leave this open here and add a bow here. You could also do several of these in a similar color theme, connect them with bows, so you have like maybe 3 hanging down over each other. But given the fact that I'm doing this metallic, I'm going to take our little piece here. Just going to adhere that real quick. And later I'll add my bow.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a little unexpected. You could also just put this like on a, you know, a cabinet, anything. It doesn't have to, you don't always have to go huge. I do like the whole go big or go home saying, but sometimes we need a little smaller. And
that's nice.
But if you do want to go bigger, you could just add 3.
Yeah.
And put them together.
Yep.
And I do like the little bit out of the expected when it comes to poinsettia look and the metallic with the burlap and everything and then the silver. So I think it works, but a plethora of ideas.
Yes.
Don't forget the pool noodles. Those, if you want to go really big, like
especially outside.
Yeah, if you wanted to go like, I mean, like over like hanging like from 2 big like windows, you could take 2 pool noodles together, put them together, cover them with cheap poinsettias or cheap ornaments, and have it just a really, really big like, you know, visual of Christmas spirit right on, you know, the front of your house. So, all right, hopefully this inspires you. If you try these pins, make sure to share your photos with us on Facebook. Stephanie, thank you.
Thank you.
It's always a lot more fun, crafting when there's somebody else in the chaos. All right, we'll see you next time.
Hey guys, we're going to talk about how to create this lush garland over the mantle. And what you start with is that. And this is a white pine garland, which is 6 foot long. And I'm telling you, we sell this online and the constant reviews are, it looks real, it's lifelike, and it really, really is. You can use this outside. It actually does well. Now, the thing that I've found is if you have a fireplace that gets very, very hot, either gas or wood burning, this wants to kind of cringe, so you have to be a little careful of if your fireplace gets too hot. Other than that, there's not much negative to this. So what I did is I took 2 of these and hung it on the mantle, and I don't have a easy way to hang this because I literally did put nails in this. There's those 3M hooks, or you can do a cup hook under there and kind of wire it on, but you know, something this big and heavy, you got to engineer it a little bit. So I took 2 of these, wired them together. I have these pretty lights, but you can use any kind of lights that you want. Intertwine some lights in there, and then what I did after I took this is I took this layer of greeneries, and I didn't wire this in, I didn't cut it, I literally took it and just poked it in. And a good rule of thumb is if you have this 6 foot garland, if you do you know, 4 or 5 of each thing. So let's say 4 magnolia, 4 red berries, 4 hydrangeas per 6 foot. That's pretty good. And keep layering again. You notice this is not even cut, because if we want to move it around or use it in a different way, you can. But look at the beautiful texture of this boxwood and red berries, hydrangea, and then I've used this pretty ribbon, and I used it on a tree segment that you may have seen, but I did the same combination for this fireplace mantle because it's going to match the tree that's in the room. And I made this little swag, and if I go in and tuck him in there, literally poke him in there, I promise you it will stay. Look at that. That's how to create all that. Looks like it's a lot more complicated, but it really isn't. But if you need any help or guidance, come into the store. I'll show you how to do this. It's not as difficult as what you think it is. The store address is 1148 Industry Road, housebyjsd.com.
We are almost out of time, so I have taken all dollar bunches of flowers, everything here, very, very on the cheap.
Yes.
I have covered all this. I've just added hot glue. You could always go back in and add more, shape it however you want. I'm actually going to leave this open here and add a bow here. You could also do several of these in a similar color theme, connect them with bows, so you have like maybe 3 hanging down over each other. But given the fact that I'm doing this metallic, I'm going to take our little piece here. Just going to adhere that real quick. And later I'll add my bow.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a little unexpected. You could also just put this like on a, you know, a cabinet, anything. It doesn't have to, you don't always have to go huge. I do like the whole go big or go home saying, but sometimes we need a little smaller. And
that's nice.
But if you do want to go bigger, you could just add 3.
Yeah.
And put them together.
Yep.
And I do like the little bit out of the expected when it comes to poinsettia look, and the metallic with the burlap and everything, and then the silver. So I think it works, but a plethora of ideas.
Yes.
Don't forget the pool noodles. Those, if you want to go really big,
like especially outside.
Yeah, if you wanted to go like, I mean, like over like hanging like from 2 big like windows, you could take 2 pool noodles together, put them together, cover them with cheap poinsettias or cheap ornaments, and have it just a really, really big, like, you know, what visual of Christmas spirit right on, you know, the front of your house. So, all right, hopefully this inspires you. If you try these pins, make sure to share your photos with us on Facebook. Stephanie, thank you.
Thank you.
It's always a lot more fun, crafting when there's somebody else in the chaos. All right, we'll see you next time.